I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got to picture me.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play here for the Bills. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked knocked back to the 20.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Gun! Detroit!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a loose football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try the left side. Scott, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56.
Allen off the play fake. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Going underneath for Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, yeah! 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Scott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. first down. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run on 1st down. Scott. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have broken the tie. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now Gordon on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Gone, 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 gone.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Robbie Anderson, 104 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Scott. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go again with Scott, and he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on third. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Over, over. Gone.
Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Space to run past the 20. A good pickup there at 22. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen going to go on 4th down. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Bills touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Watch it now, Barney!
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold from the gun. Man open, Rice. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other
right?
sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, it's a
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.